I hope you are as shocked as I am. This is shocking. What are we looking at? This is the remains of George Air Force Base in Victorville, California. I served here proudly from 1979 to 1982. And trust me, it didn't look like this at all. It was a beautiful place to be. So, what happened to it? Well, our wise people in office decided to shut it down. The barracks you are looking at were brand spanking new. They were built about 1981, and I moved into them. A building like this in one room would house 2 people. It really was a nice room. But in 1991, they shut down the base. Why? Because I guess it was the end of the Cold War. So, what did they do with the barracks and base housing? Well, they let it rot. I am outraged because when I lived in Victorville, it was full of poor people that could have used it as supportive housing. Now, also on George Air Force Base, we had a brand new multi-million-dollar hospital with state-of-the-art equipment. Did they use it after they closed the base down? They certainly did not. In 1991, they closed down a lot of bases, including Norton Air Force Base, and just let everything rot. This infuriates me. To think of all the people that this could have helped. There are homeless people everywhere, but the wise powers that be, after they shut the base down, decided that it was better to let all this housing rot than to allow access to anybody. I hope this video infuriates you too. Put it in the comments below. Do you think they were wasteful? I certainly do. Also, as you can tell, the property is beautiful, and the architecture was really nice. They did turn the old Air Force Base into an airfield, but over 90% of the buildings they just abandoned. Can you imagine business offices that could have been rented just shut down? No rent received. No rent received for housing. They could have made a huge profit, but they chose not to, whoever they are. What's funny, a lot of us are nomads because the system abandoned us, so we abandoned the system. We would rather live off-grid. This is not how I want to see my tax dollars wasted, and wasted they were. Can you imagine how many people that state-of-the-art hospital could have helped in Victorville? I certainly can. It is decisions like this to close a base and abandon it that make me embarrassed, really embarrassed to say I'm part of this. Now, don't get me wrong, I serve my country because I believe that our government can do good. I do believe it. But shutting down all these houses, this is not for the betterment of society. On my next video, I will show you what survived, and that is the chapel where I was a chaplain's assistant at. For some reason, most of the buildings weren't available for rental, but somehow the church was. And you will see how beautiful the church that I work with, oh my gosh, the architecture is certainly amazing. One of the things I also saw out here was a high police presence, and I just wonder why. Are they protecting something out here? Maybe there are some government secrets here, I don't know, but there are a whole lot of police there. Anyhow, do me a favor and write in the comments below, what do you think? Is this not the saddest use of resources that you have ever seen? At least 100 buildings abandoned. This was not practical, nor was it sensible. Do I have any other veteran friends affected by the closure of the military bases like I was? Put it in the comments below. What base did you serve on? And what year did you serve? I proudly served my country from 1978 to 1982. United States Air Force, Sergeant. Anyhow, I will see you down the road, and I will have a happier video next time. Bye!